The figurehead looms ahead, continuing its silent watch over the seas. The deck beneath you groans and trembles, like the ship itself is awaking from a slumber. A deep sigh emerges, unmistakably the sound of a living being.
We have to make good on ours.
You are not the witch. You are not Dallas. You sang the song. Now you must decide my fate. Are you to be my new master? You are kind, but I can never be free again. Not truly. I am a vessel and must be asked. I am here to serve in all ways. Sacrifice must be made willingly. Our home was stolen from us. Magisters destroyed our way of life to end the war they started. Then they uprooted me, and they tore me apart and turned me into this monstrosity.
The creaking of the ship eases into a contemplative.
Once, I was an elf. I passed away and was reborn as an ancestor tree in a beautiful forest surrounded by kin of both flesh and root. That time has passed. I saw that forest reduced to a dead place. Then I was taken away. Of course. Where?
The ship's awake. Is she ready to sail? Dying to hear them.
Malady smiles at you. Bright eyes, cruel mouth.
Well, you've eschewed your pretty little mask, haven't you? And besides, I know everything.
Her face crumples into a mask of concern. Her eyes are large and soulless.
Why? Because I care, of course. A bit early in our relationship to question my motives, don't you think? Meister Siva is one of a rare breed. We'd better not leave her waiting. She's a bit... A place called Driftwood, host to putrid fish, putrid dwarves, and Meister Siva herself. You'll probably find it quite comfortable. Well, what happened?
A slow
To Driftwood, then. It most... Forward!
Sun on their backs and the wind in their sails, the God-woken watched Fort Joy shrink behind them. But their capture of the Lady Vengeance had not gone unnoticed.
I respect your mettle, sorcerers. You steal my ship, kill my bishop and ally with demons, but you...
We are ready, mistress.
Yes, but are they?
I swear, mistress. I swear they'll perform admirably.
Very well. Show goodbye, sorcerers. This is my ship. I won't see it taken from under my feet. You, act!
Yes, mistress.
Oh, for the love of the void. Listen up. We can't win this one, but I can get us to safety. You'll need to buy me time. Show us what you can do,
Godwoken. Parasites.
I'll take care of it, miss.
Stop that elf! Her sorcery must be silenced!
lava flowing through me. I can't contain it for long.
You will not take me again, Dallas.
Here's a explosive little trick. Let's see how it suits you.
I can't contain it for long. I'm ready. I'm ready.
help of the half-demon malady, the Godwoken escaped through the veil that separates life from death.
The air here has a familiar smell, like the place you grew up. Old memories begin to well within you, but the sweet, faint creakings.
Is that a tree? What's hanging from it? Must be a way across. The gods. Are they dead? How can this be?
Amadia hangs before you, her face cut and bruised. You lean in. That's no tear. Ever-tightening, cursed branches can... Your whispered blessing slithers. She jolts awake with a gun.
My child! Oh, my dear child. Blessings be that you are here. Blessing...
She flinches away from your...
No. Do not. Child, I know you mean well, but please, it is not necessary. Though I knew I was right to try...
She pauses.
My brothers! This... perfect. No. It is too late for them. You need that source more. I do not say this out of malice. My love for you, these misguided fools, would sacrifice this world to the very forces that saw us strung up like so much fruit. No, we are the only hope to save this world. You and I. As I hung from the tree, I saw Rivellon. This is our enemy. It delivered this vision to me. A threat, a promise. I know, dear child. You are filled with such ability. You must ascend to divinity.
Once Lucian the Divine united the powers of the Seven against the... No. Lucian was... A Godwoken must become divine. And...
She starts to answer, but her eyes change.
No, I see it. The hot fly, my child.
White-hot cold pierces you.
What's happened here? Where is everyone?
The same troubled look.
I had dreams of what I should say.
Where's everybody?
Hidden away somewhere, safe from the storm, I hope.
Not a soul down here. Just stillness.
I still hear it. It's still there.
She clenches her ghostly...
Find it. Destroy it.
People are going to perish. People are going to die, and I can't stop it. She'll do it now. She'll never...
The Red Prince's spirit stands bewildered. His spectral...
Defeat? I have been defeated. Impossible. Impossible. No. The Red Prince does not perish. I will have my empire. I will have...
Where have you been? I can't keep this up much longer. We need to go. There's no time. I can't hold us here. Brace yourself. This a lot.
The chill of the Hall of Echoes clung to the Lady Vengeance as it returned to the shores of Reaper's Coast. The Godwoken were alive, but what of the gods?
Solid ground materializes beneath your feet. Your weight falls back into... As you look around, you realize...
One moment, please.
Melody explodes in a fit of retching that racks her...
But let's not do that again anytime soon. Hmm? Very good. I'll feel far less put upon if you tell me you learned something useful.
In one gesture, Melody rolls her eyes, darts forward, and sinks a fang into your ear for the second time.
Next time, I'll pick a spot you won't soon forget.
She runs her tongue across her teeth, tasting your blood, and...
So, your god seemed uncharacteristic.
She inspects...
Did they mention how you were meant to become the next divine? Well, luckily for you, we already know you. I may not... You need to go see the Meister. She's got one of those things in Driftwood, you know, the building where people go and they do things inside of it. Home, that's it. She's got to give me your map. You're at the beginning of a long journey. Now, I must be going. And before you go, and in the...
I've plenty of fight. So, what'll it be?
Hail, friend, and remember, in Lucian's love there can be no wrong.
You can put a price on the warriors I have for hire, but you can't put a price on the glory they'll win.
Hello again. That's twice now, and I think it's time to start repaying the favours. I could fetch some stuff you need, maybe. Ma always said I was a great runner. Sure thing.
What happened here?
That Void Woken had someone in its claws.
a caravan. I remember one just like this picking me up. Could have been a shipment to Fort Joy. What happened here?
Can't be true. No, no, no! Can't be real. Not real. Not happening. No, it's not true. Can't be true. No, no, no! Can't be real. Not real. Not happening. No, it's not.
White as driftwood salt, the dwarf flinches at your approach.
Back! Get back! I'll kill you, just like the rest of them!
She slumps, all bravado.
No. I've never seen anything like those beasts before.
Her eyes widen and lose focus.
Those? Yes. Worst ones I've ever seen. Ripped through the Magisters. The dwarf.
Her eyes stare vacantly into the distance.
I don't know. I don't know. Old Duna's beard. A helping sorceress. We thought. No. No. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Seven sympathy. I saw that.
She flinches at the slightest rustle of wind through the long... The kid is whistling an off-key tune as he strolls about.
Not too out. Just seen Ben Mesd. Ooh. That won't like that. What?
The kid shoves his hands in his pocket. The kid is whistling...
Yeah. Get yourself in check, boy. I won't have you running off like Millicent and Tully. You'll just end up sliding down some Voidwoken's gross gullet.
The older-looking Magister notices your presence. He wipes his grubby hands downward across his greaves, as if to wipe away the grime, but instead smears more dirt onto them.
Halt, dwarf! What word do you bring?
His face goes pale, and his eyes open wide. The Magister that greeted you remains stiff, as if enduring a harsh wind.
The Voidwoken come.
Hush, Fader. Be quick, mind.
He nods his head in the...
As long as you stay put, you'll be safe.
Are you sure? Them sorcerers from the caravan?
They'd be daft to come back. And as long as there's no sorcerers, there's no Voidwoken. You're fine as long as you don't go...
The silent monk, like every other...
I've heard stories of Driftwood. My kind aren't exactly thriving.
Oh, we dwarves had a kingdom, and we will have it back. I won't always be sweeping, I'll be riding horseback. We dwarves had a kingdom, and a proud knight was I. I won't always be sweeping, for my kingdom I'll die.
Not called for the job yourself, then.
Joseph, why, I offer nothing less than the wisdom of the ancients.
If prices keep going like this...
Long the large helping of
My word, but you do look exhausted. I bet you could use a touch of magic.
anything that will protect against cold weather. I can turn aside fire, cold and poison. But wide welcome. God knows what'd stop those beasts. Cold Stephen. Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
Hey, don't come visit your ton. Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Against cold weather. I can turn aside fire, cold and poison. But wide welcome. God knows what'd stop those beasts.
Yep.
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar. You anything that would protect
Don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
Hey, don't come visit your ton. Who will? Wide welcome.
Wouldn't you like to know?
God knows what'd stop those beasts. Cold steel it is, then. Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Back for a return visit? Have at it. Got yourself situated. Yep.
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
Hey, don't come visit your ton. Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
it together, Bree?
I'd give anything for a fresh bit of fish.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
War's a brewing, my friend, and we may find ourselves on different sides, in which case prices will go up. Buy now while you still can.
Good day, brother. Interested in Driftwood's finest catch?
You look down at the car.
It's free to bear travels, friend.
Latest news! Many a latest, my friend. The war, the bishop, the queen. What tickles your fancy? Ain't looking to... You remember what happened to the elves, don't...
Tell the Silent Watchers.
Nothing good. The void woken are everywhere.
You needing supplies? I'd stock up if I were you. It's madness out there. Never seen anything like it.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will? How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Until later, then.
Magisters dropping left and right.
Please. Where is it? Where is it? Sir, please, have you seen a small blast? It's gone for good,
She rubs a hand over her smooth hair.
There isn't any chance you could spare a moment to help me look, could you?
She nods and...
Terribly sorry. I'm not in my proper mind today, it seems. I'll keep looking myself.
Hell with her. I need those at home, yeah?
The Magister startled, realizing there's a stranger in his midst.
What do you want, dwarf? You can't just come in here as you please. There's Magisters missing. I'm trying to conduct a bloody Of course I wouldn't. What good have bloody dwarves ever done for anyone? Now people are missing out there. Sworn Magisters. Keep your jest to yourself. You've no decency at all. Or how about gold? Do you care about that? There's a reward for putting an end to this mess. Good. Keep me informed. Well, do you know and stop wasting my time?
A prim woman in a starched apron wipes a glass with a clean rag. She pins you with blue, steel-sharp eyes as you approach the bar.
Blessings upon our Lucian, 7.
The soft lines.
I see your mother raised you very well indeed. Rare for... Yes, that's my boy. Did you know him? A fine physician indeed. Oh, but it's so good to meet a friend of... No one in our little town can appreciate work so fine as his. Well, I'd love to show you, but I'm afraid I can't leave the bar. But I suppose, here, take this key and head on up the stairs. You'll find Niall's room there. He'd want to know his fine thing.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard?
That would be my
Then you're an
stuff, my
idiot.
lord. Perhaps I could go downstairs for a bit of Yes, of course, my lord.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilga. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If I can get Alexander, I'll get nervous.
All right about that. Right as rain, Hilga. What the devil are you staring at?
It's as lush as it's always been. Now train your eyes on my treasures, not my person.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
Why do you shiver, sir? This room is temperate enough, is it not?
Quite so, my lord. Quite so.
Who rings the bell?
Got to pick who you can trust.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
Weathered and rugged, the man sleeps sound.
There's bad things in the caves. Bad dwarf things.
His eyes flick wide open, but he's clearly asleep.
Blood and oil do mix, after all.
His eyes flicker open, but he looks like he's still asleep.
The island is ruined and doesn't have a name. Don't go there.
His eyes flicker open.
There's no graveyard on the island. Stay away from the graveyard.
Startled, he opens.
Sawdust and wolves, mother. Sawdust and wolves.
His eyes.
Arcs for...
His eyes. Startled.
Get away.
He goes back. The chest won't open. It doesn't open.
Speak
the word, and I shall open. Speak the word, the magic word, and I shall open. No. 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 Still no. You speak the word. I open. For your safety, please stand back.
The lock unlocks with the tiniest click.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
A prim woman in a...
Blessings upon our Lucian, 7 times divine.
With surprising agility from...
We don't speak of His Holiness that way in this establishment.